Tell me a little bit about the Hajj.
Can I get a sip of my water first?
Of course, yeah.
Because this is such a tall tale. Hajj is it's a pilgrimage to Mecca, Saudi Arabia, and it's a requirement to do once in your lifetime. My mother invited me, and I was at a kind of low point in my life. I was getting cast in Hollywood and playing the terrorist, so I was perpetuating and feeding the stereotype. And then the day before I was leaving for Hajj, I got a bunch of calls for auditions. And I called my mom and I was like, oh, I can't leave. Hollywood's knocking on my door. And she said, you know why you're going to Hajj, right? And I said, yeah, you invited me. And she's like, no, God invited you. You can only come by invitation from God. So now I'm like, what do I say to God when I get there? You know, sorry I haven't been in touch. My phone was on vibrate. Just kind of spooked me, you know? When we arrived at the main mosque, I remember it looking like the religious Las Vegas. We were driving through the mountains at night. They kind of opened up, and there was this glimmering spectacle of lights and pulsating energy. We pulled up on this balcony overlooking the Kaaba, which is the black box building right in the heart of Mecca, where Prophet Muhammad threw out all the statues and claimed that there's one God. And there's millions of pilgrims, some coming in on first-class flights, others are walking their camels through the desert with cracked, bloody feet. The high of the high and the low of the low, and then everything in between. And everyone's dressed in white. And I remember looking over at my mother, and she was on her knees crying. And so, of course, you know, that made me cry. So I buckled and I started crying. And it was just this magnificent feeling and force of something so much bigger than you. Epic, out of a movie. It's futuristic. They say in Islam that Hajj is a small version of what the Day of Judgment is going to look like and feel like. So it's like a dress rehearsal. You were supposed to go to Hajj when you have sinned all that you were supposed to sin. And in order to clean your sins and kind of push the restart button. I went at a time when, you know, I was 27 years old. I'm 42 now, so, you know, I gotta go back.